watching the news from Iwate Prefecture. All the newsreaders are wearing hard hats in the studio. There's a guy outside right now.
70人、だいたい360人ほどの方が避難しています。お年寄りは1階で布団を敷いて休んでいます。また一般の方も屋内だったり、それから車の中で、またスタッフは外で焚き火を焚いて暖をとっています。建物の周りはたくさんの
They're filming outside a hospital. Something 600 people. I don't know.
人々を収容するために中のものをどんどん外に出したというものなんです。
Everyone's
それから
outside.
窓ガラスが割れてカーテンが風でたなびいているのがわかります。実はこちら3階の天井が落ちました。ただその際はすり傷、かすり傷程度の傷、怪我をしたり。
I'm still finding news footage that I haven't seen, and it's, I can't believe it. Some of the tsunami waves footage I hadn't even seen when I was watching the news at dinner. It's 5 a.m, 5:05. It's still dark outside. News is still going mad. Tremors are off and on. First happened at I don't know, 2:45 Japan time. I was teaching the last class of the day at my elementary school. One kid just said, "Earthquake." I didn't even notice it. I was like, what? And everybody just dashed under the desks, put the little sort of material hat that they have in their bag, looks like a pillowcase. Put this little hood on to protect themselves. The teacher put his hard hat on, and I just looked around and thought, well, where's mine? There's nothing for the English teachers, is there? Great. We haven't even been told what to do. No, 7 years I've been in Japan. No one's told me once what to do if there's an earthquake. Not once. It's great, isn't it? I'm watching the news on TBS Japan live on YouTube. So I'm teaching the class and the earthquake happens, and I thought, well, I haven't got a hard hat, so I'm out of here. So I open the door. Everyone's going under the desk, and my instinct is get the door open. Make sure the doors are open, make sure the windows are open. And I just went into the corridor, then went into the sort of balcony on the roof. Well, they've got lots of, there was loads of buckets of water for some reason, I don't know. I went out there and all these water's just jumping out the buckets more and more, and I thought, oh my god, this is it, this is the big one that I read about. And I had a panoramic view of the town because I was on the roof, and I'd never seen anything like it. Never sort of, every time there's been an earthquake, I've always been indoors. I've never seen anything like it where it's lasted this long. I've seen a big earthquake that's rattled, really shook the building before, but nothing to this magnitude. And just watching the town, like 360 view, lampposts shaking and trees rattling. I saw a man with a baby sort of perched on the edge of his living room window. I don't know why that was the... I don't know. I would have gone for the door myself, but maybe he knows something. And then class was dismissed. Well, you know, I was able to go, but most of the kids stayed there for the while. And got my coat on, went to the station, and it was like a movie. You know, it's just walking down the street and everybody's outside, sort of looking scared, looking at the buildings, looking at the sky, and it started to rain. It was all grey and overcast, and I thought, this is it, this is the end of the world. This is the end of the world. And I'm still thinking that now. And walked up to the station, and it's it's a quiet town, but it's a huge station. It's like a big shopping centre. It looks like an airport, this place, but it's not that busy, if you know what I mean. But everybody's just, like, numbers just sort of increased and increased outside the station as people were trying to figure out what to do next, and obviously everybody was getting, you know, ushered off the platform outside, and everyone's looking at their phone, and you hardly ever see any foreigners in that particular town, in where is it? Tama Plaza Station in Yokohama-shi. And then all of a sudden I can see loads of foreigners because they're all going home from their job or whatever. My God, footage is just all these houses on fire and stuff, and just watching these houses being swept away. And I was thinking, well, what? I live about an hour away and 3 trains away. Anyway, and I checked my phone on the Maps application, and it said it'll take you 2.5 hours basically to walk home. At least I had that, but the battery was going to run out, I reckon. But luckily, one of the teachers offered to walk with me, and because she had to get her son from the kindergarten, and he'd been there for 11 hours or something, which is normal apparently. He's there for 11 hours every day. That's the norm in Japan. But she was very kind. Washio Sensei, if she's watching, thank you very much. And I met her husband and little boy, and I had dinner there, thankfully. Thank God for her. And then watching the news on the big TV and seeing all the damage and the... Oh, sounds like another news flash. Yeah. 新潟県で地震がありました。群馬、新潟、長野、福島で強い揺れが起こる恐れがあります。緊急地震速報です。新潟県で地震がありました。群馬、新潟、長野、福島で強い揺れが来る恐れがあります。落ち着いて身の安全を図ってください。I'm gonna make another video.